Alright guys, right before the intro, I just want to let you guys know that I recorded this video about maybe a month or two before Bray Wyatt got released, and it's been about a month I think since he's been released. So everything that I'm saying about him and his potential future in the WWE is obviously out of date because he's not in it anymore. So but everything that I said I still believe in and just hold true to my heart that I think he is still one of the greatest wrestlers to ever exist in WWE. So yeah, enough with that. I hope you do enjoy this video, and let's get into the intro. What is up guys, it's me TheGamingD, and welcome back to another little doc style video. I wanted to make this video. I've been seeing a lot of stuff about this man and a lot of it hasn't been the greatest, and I just want to give my opinion on why Bray Wyatt is amazing. I got a lot here, so stay tuned, and if you guys do agree with me, make sure to tell me in the comments down below. Let's have a little discussion about Mr. Bray Wyatt himself. So yeah, let's get right into this. Now, going all the way back to 2009, where Bray Wyatt made his debut in FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling, if you didn't know, that's what it stands for, using the name Alex Rotundo. Fast forward to 2010, he joined the TV show NXT, where his name was Husky Harris, and he had a pro mentor who was Cody Rhodes. Not long after he was eliminated from the wrestling reality show that NXT was at the time, he made his main roster debut with McGillicuddy by attacking John Cena in a match with Wade Barrett, which caused them to eventually get accepted into NXT. This crazy group of rookies from the NXT show formed by Wade Barrett himself. A few months later, CM Punk took over Nexus and formed a new group with 3 other people, including Husky Harris, called the New Nexus. And later that month, Husky Harris was written off of TV by getting punted by Randy Orton. What a way to go. Now, if you haven't noticed, from 2009 all the way to 2011, Husky Harris wasn't working out too well on the main roster. With not even having 6 months on the main roster, he was already brought back down to FCW. Later in April 2012, he was turned into the character we all know now, Bray Wyatt, on the all-new rebranded NXT wrestling show. He soon had formed a faction called the Wyatt family with Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. He started to have great matches with people like Adrian Neville, Yoshitatsu, and even people like Chris Jericho. From this point on, popularity in the business took off. July 8th, 2011, Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family made their Raw debut by attacking Kane. They would go on to have great matches with people like Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, The Shield, Randy Orton and John Cena, and many more. From 2012 to 2018, Bray Wyatt continued to use the same character and the Sister Abigail theme. He managed to win tag titles and a WWE title all in that time, but his gimmick started to get a little stale. And after Matt Hardy left the team to heal from injury, their Deleters of Worlds team was done, and we didn't see him for almost a year. 2019 to present day is my favorite form of Bray Wyatt. He introduced the Firefly Funhouse, where he would act like he's the host of a child show, where he's super excited and nothing like he's ever shown before. But that cheerful guy had a split personality. It's like it was 2 people in one body. That's where he introduced the Fiend, a demonic, scary guy who is almost not even human. He went from a guy who had a big impact at first, but ended up fading away, to becoming this new thing that no one has ever experienced before. It's like the debut of The Undertaker and Kane all over again. He would go on to win 2 Universal Championships and face people like Goldberg, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Daniel Bryan, John Cena, and even more. Now we're up to today, where he has taken control of Alexa Bliss and has made her into his sister Abigail. Remember the one that he was talking about all those times back in 2012? He has managed to take 3 separate characters, being the OG Bray Wyatt, nice loving Bray Wyatt, and the Fiend, and connecting them all, even though each of them are different in their own ways. Now, the whole point of this video is me telling you why I think Bray Wyatt is amazing. This guy has been telling the same story for almost 10 years, and it still has me hooked. And each time he just continues to change it just so slightly to keep it fresh. He's an amazing in-ring performer and is committed to his role as the character. He has taken the Undertaker's role, in my opinion. He's so into his character, you don't even see him all over social media enjoying life, or with all these other wrestlers on social media taking pictures with each other. He is that dedicated to his character. He is the modern definition of being an amazing professional wrestler, an amazing storyteller. Now, I love Bray Wyatt. This is going off script now. I love Bray Wyatt, man. I'm amazed. I'm literally speechless because of it. I am amazed by the things that he has done and just the excitement I feel when I see him on TV. Now, he originally came in as the Fiend to be a heel for people not to like, but people just love him. Like, they truly, truly love him. I enjoy every second of him being on TV. He's not on TV that often. It's normally just like these random appearances on Raw, and then he'll be there at a pay-per-view. But like at WrestleMania this year, WrestleMania 37, he opened up, I believe it was day 2 of the show, against Randy Orton, and I was so excited about that. And it wasn't a terrible match to begin with, because he was reborn basically in the match. He was gone for a while. Randy Orton burned him alive, which was a crazy, storyline in itself. And he comes back out of this like Jack in the Box that Sister Abigail, aka Alexa Bliss, has been carrying around for ages, and he pops on out of it and just goes to town. He ends up losing the match, but that's because Sister Abigail, now I'm guessing that we don't know much about it, but I'm guessing she's going to take control now, and she's gonna be the one who's in charge and not him. So he's gonna become, I guess, her puppet in a way, instead of the other way around, because that's how he was kind of like using her. But just the amount of storytelling, and I can tell that he definitely has a finger on this character, and they're giving him all this responsibility probably for making these stories the best they can, because WWE writers nowadays, they can't write this good of stuff. I'm guessing that he's giving them ideas, and with the, his extra time that he has, since he's not on TV every week, it's just, he's having time to actually think about next things in the story, and it's just making it better and better. But yeah, I really, really enjoy Bray Wyatt. He is an amazing character, and him as just a performer, and he's just amazing, man. He just brings me back to when I was younger with The Undertaker, because The Undertaker's my all-time favorite wrestler of all time. Just the character and just everything that came with it, with the matches. I feel the same way with Bray Wyatt. People give him crap because some matches aren't the greatest, but you need to think of it, when you watch wrestling, you need to think of it in story-wise. I see a lot of people hating on, like, Twitter, for example, or these smaller channels on YouTube like mine that make these videos, the elitists, who talk crap about certain wrestlers and the things that they do or whatever. It's all about the story. Do not hate the wrestler itself, okay? The wrestler isn't the problem. I disliked Roman Reigns for the longest time, and I didn't like him because they would shove him down our throat. The writers and just management would shove him down our throat, trying to get us to like him, but I just didn't want to see him on TV, because I would rather see someone like, at the time, I don't know, Zack Ryder. When he won the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania, I would have rather seen him have a successful run doing that than seeing the same guy on my TV every week doing the same exact thing, and they're just shoving people down your throat. But now, where Roman Reigns is completely different, and he's not the character that he was before, where they were constantly pushing him down your throat, now he's kind of just, he doesn't even really wrestle unless it's a pay-per-view, so it's good. I like what they have done with him, and it just made me enjoy him as a character even more. But yeah, things with Bray Wyatt, I didn't really like him at first. I liked his cool, the Fireflies thing in the stadium, but now I love his Fiend character. It's very, very, demonic and, raw, and it's just cool. It's really cool. I used to, when he was on SmackDown, I'd come home from work at, 2 in the morning, and I would have to just watch the show for the Fiend, see if he does anything. That's mainly why I would watch, because I would want to see that one guy do his thing. He's amazing, man. If, this is going to be the end of the video. Let me just wrap it up. If you guys thought anything different of this video, just let me know in the comments down below. And, I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.